Hi everybody and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we are Ashley and Brittany and this is our son Paxton. He is about 3.5 weeks old now. We are going to go through our typical nighttime routine, and I always say typical loosely because he's a newborn, so we're kind of working on his schedule and we kind of just do what he needs to do in the moment.
If you haven't already, we would love for you to join our family and hit that subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Now let's go ahead and get into our nighttime routine. Shortly after dinner, it's time to get everything ready for a bath. We'll start by setting out a PJ outfit for him, a diaper, and then things like wipes, diaper cream, and some lotion. We've been using these water wipes because we found that he has very sensitive skin, and also putting on diaper cream every time when we change him. Here are some of our bath time essentials. Originally we were using a different kind of soap. It seemed to be too harsh on his skin, so we switched over to this and have had much better results.
While Brittany is getting his bath ready, I will go ahead and start taking his clothes off and change his diaper. I usually try to talk to him and keep him calm through this because he really hates being naked and he hates being cold. So I think talking to him just helps him stay calm.
As Ashley is finishing undressing him, I go ahead and hop in the water and make sure that the bath temperature is just right for him. We gotta be honest, he's not gonna last very long naked without peeing on one of us, so we have to do a quick transition from when he gets naked until he gets to me in the bathtub. Originally, we didn't get in the bath with him, and he was really not a fan. However, we switched to doing it this way, and he has started to calm down and actually really enjoys the water. Pax loves getting his head rubbed, and bath time is no exception to this. We love using the scrubber to gently wash his hair and help get rid of dry skin. Look at that sweet face. This is something I really look forward to every day. As we had mentioned, Pax has struggled with a bit of baby acne, and we have another one of these scrubbers that is much smaller that we've been using on his face with this gentle soap, and it has worked so well to help clear up his skin. Once we've washed him down, scrubbed all his body, it's just time to kind of hang out and have some fun in the water, just playing. As we mentioned before, at first we didn't really think he was going to like water, but since getting in the bath with him, he's really become quite the water boy.
From there, I'll go ahead and wrap him in a towel. We try to get him wrapped up as quickly as possible because, like we said before, he really hates being cold and wet. I always try to dry his head off first so he doesn't lose too much heat. Next, we'll take him back into his room and start putting some lotion on him. We try to get his head and his arms and legs pretty well. He does have some of that dry newborn skin, so we're just trying to keep it moisturized. We don't put anything on his face because, like we said before, he was struggling with some baby acne, and that's one of the things that they tell you not to do. an outlet with him, and it just keeps track of his heart rate and his breathing to make sure everything is good with him overnight. It's definitely helpful for those anxious mamas out there like myself. We have also found that he really enjoys having his hair brushed, just like he likes having his head rubbed. He doesn't have a whole lot of hair, but we do it just because he does seem to enjoy it.
Once Pax is in his PJs, we will come downstairs and pick out a book. I know this may sound silly because he's only a few weeks old, but it's really great for him to continue to hear our voices. And for us, it's a great time to establish the habit of reading before bedtime. We really value that last hour before we go to bed as our chill time. We've had this in place for a really long time, and we want to try to keep this as part of our routine, even with Pax. We just dim the lights, snuggle up together, maybe put on some Netflix and just watch a show.
Next, we'll give Pax his last feeding before we lay him down for bed. He's still eating about every 2.5 to 3 hours, and he likes to eat for an extended period, especially at night. So here he'll eat for probably 45 minutes to an hour before we go ahead and lay him down. Pax is a pretty gassy baby, so we really try to make sure he burps after each time he eats, but especially at night because he has lately been screaming in pain because his gas gets so bad towards the evenings. So I'll hold him like this and make sure I get all of his burps out before we lay him down. Every night we use a Halo sleep sack for Paxton. He likes to be swaddled pretty tight, and this one's nice because it's made out of flannel, so it keeps him nice and warm as well. But it zips up from the bottom, and then the sides fold in to give him that nice feeling of pressure. After we get Pax nice and swaddled, I rock him for just a few minutes until his eyes start to get heavy and I can tell that he's ready to be put down and will stay asleep.
While Ashley feeds and rocks Pax, I just tidy up the family room, clean up the kitchen from dinner, and then I'll let the dogs out for one last time of the evening. This seriously makes all the difference in the world. We have noticed our days are so much better when we come down in the morning and everything is cleaned up from the day before. Before unmaking the bed for the night, I'll go ahead and fill our diffuser. I use different blends of oil just depending on how we are feeling and what we kind of need in the moment to relax. Tonight I'm using doTERRA's Serenity blend. Now this is one of my evening favorites. It smells like a blend of lavender and vanilla and is super calming. The diffuser also helps me so I don't wake up with a really dry throat. Does this happen to anyone else?
last thing we do before Brittany and I lay down is go ahead and put Pax in his bassinet that's right next to our bed so we can reach him if he needs anything in the night, which he obviously does multiple times. But after that, we'll crawl into bed and go to sleep. That's pretty much all we have for Pax's nighttime routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and we'll check in with you guys later.